You all look like you're from out of town. You look far.
Yeah, I look far like you're from, I don't know, like France or Detroit.
Yeah. Or Schaumburg.
Schaumburg, the streets of Woodfield. You know, we're from here, born and raised. We're the Janitors.
Who's telling where you're from?
I'm 131st and Pulaski. Go ahead, Jan.
Montrose and the Expressway.
Under the expressway.
No, literally, yeah, literally under the expressway. After my dad lost his job at Ford Plant, we had to pack up the station wagon and move under there with the salt trucks where they keep them for the winter.
I lived in a real house. So, you know, a lot of people, they come up to us and they say, you guys get the real dirt information. I got a question.
Yeah, we get a lot of FAQs.
FAQs. You know what? You want to know the question that I got today, Jen?
Well, what was it?
I got today, are there really underground tunnels underneath the city of Chicago?
The underground. The commonly asked, are there underground tunnels?
You know, and the answer is undoubtedly yes.
Undoubtedly, yes.
Come on.
Chicago is a phoenix city. It rose from the ashes and rebuilt itself. Of course, there's amazing tunnel work under
There's
there.
a ton of tunnels. And, you know, they were used during Prohibition to get the booze underneath, to get it up to all the speakeasies. Yeah, you know, they were designed by a little gangster famous from around here.
I know his name.
You might not be familiar with the name of him.
Al Capone.
Thank
Al
you very
Capone.
much. Thank
Al
you very
Capone's
much.
tunnels.
You know, one time I got lost one of those tunnels. I was in the Green Mill and I just kind of like wandered around.
Yeah.
Came out the other end. I thought it was in China. I thought it was in China.
She thought she was in China. She just got off at she was underneath the Cermak red line stop in Chinatown. I had to go pick her up. It was embarrassing.
You know, I got some good food out of it.
Yeah.
But you?
So FAQ I got today.
What's it?
FAQ I got. Yeah, I was like, so what does the Chicago flag mean? It looks like an Israeli flag. I'm like, obviously no.
Obviously no.
Okay, so it's a Chicago flag. You got two stripes, the blue stripes. Those are the north and south branches of the Chicago River. You got star number 1.
Star number 1 is the World's Fair Exposition.
Star number 2, the Columbian Exposition in 1893. Star number 3, Fort Dearborn.
Fort Dearborn.
And then now star number 4, it's up for debate. My house, my dad always said was for the '85 Super Bowl Bears.
Let's start 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Come on. Others say it's for the Chicago Fire. What it really was.
What the real deal is. You know, there was a time in the 20s and the 30s, the mayor of Chicago was real impressionable. He was scared of all the mobs.
He sort of had his pockets and everyone else's pockets. Everyone was sharing pockets, hands and pockets.
So what happened was there was this gentleman who you might know. You might have heard of this gentleman. A little Italian man named Al Capone comes busting in the mayor's office with a gun.
He's like, give me that! There's 3 stars on it now, and it's unsymmetrical, and I want it symmetrical so you put a 4th friggin' star on there, and it's me!
It's me!
It's for me!
And that was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. That was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's the 4th star. But we got time for a question. If any of you guys got one, want to raise your hand or something.
Something about Chicago.
Before we get back to dust and placards. You got this?
Yeah, I was on the architecture boat tour.
Oh,
yes,
sure.
love
Real
that.
nice one.
Yeah, and I noticed that like one of the first buildings you see is the Trump Tower, and I was just wondering how you guys felt that added to the city.
How we feel about the Trump Tower.
Sure,
boy.
Trump.
That's a good question.
You know, it's no Hancock, and it's no Sears.
No Sears, forever Sears.
Forever Sears. I got a tattoo of that on my inner thigh.
Forever Sears?
Forever Sears.
Yeah, that's pretty brilliant.
You
You know,
you don't remember.
I don't remember. I was broke out of my mind. Oh, boy.
You got it somewhere else, and I'm still not telling you where you got it.
I haven't found it. I haven't found my Forever Sears tattoo.
So, Trump Tower.
Trump Tower.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks good.
It's a spin
It's
in
fine.
the air.
It's fine.
It's
made a
got
big
a
deal
real
out of it.
nice restaurant inside.
Now, what many people don't know, Donald Trump is quite the mogul, you might call him. Sort of take no prisoners kind of guy. Who does that remind you of? Who does that remind you of?
Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly was a gangster in Chicago, shooting everybody with his guns, trying to get his way. He would have shot everybody to build a building like that.
Just like that. He'd been like, this is mine!
But you know what happened was, this guy named Al Capone
Al Capone.
stopped Machine Gun Kelly from doing that very thing.
Yeah. And it's the outer body, Al Capone, inhabiting Trump, to have built that tower.
There you go. So aren't you glad you ran